It's a little hard sometimes to rest, unwind. Holler if you're here because you want to leave your stress behind. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holler if you're here because you wanna bury your sorrow in a vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over deeply, your appetite. Got the vibe, honey. We got the specialist beating for a supply. We put it down, and I'll be telling us, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, say hi, bud. Yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, yeah. And you'll be singing higher, yeah. You'll be singing higher in no time. Like I don't wanna go, like I don't wanna go home. I don't wanna be singing higher. You'll be singing higher, yeah. Get out, yeah. It's a little hard sometimes to feel the quiet. Holler if you're settling, we'll let it spin whenever tired. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holler if you're here because you wanted us to take control with the vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over deeply, your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beating for supply. We put it down, and they'll be telling us, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, say hi, bud. Yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, yeah. You'll be singing out, yeah, in no time. Like I don't wanna go home. You'll be singing out, I don't wanna go.
Well, welcome in everybody to an early Sunday afternoon stream. Today we are live at Watkins Glen for the 20th anniversary event for Kiwi Sim Racing. That's right, 20 years strong. And today we're going to be battling it out in the 79 Lotus around Watkins Glen, obviously, for 59 laps. Joining me in the comms box, none other than Mr. Michael Kemp. Kempy, how are you on this Sunday afternoon?
Not too shabby. The sun's out. It's not raining. We're at Watkins Glen. 20 years for Kiwi Sim Racing. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, too right. And I'll tell you what, looks like we've got about 17 cars in the house to do battle for this race. It is a bit of a throwback race, I guess. bit of a F1 remembrance race, I guess we'll call it, Kempy, from what I was reading about earlier. But a few minutes to go in qualifying, and of course that man at the top of the table again, Ewan Baker. The big question today, Kempy, can anyone beat him?
Well, if last Monday's anything to go by, he's definitely beatable, but how often is we going to see an occurrence like that is more the question.
Yeah, too right. I'll tell you what, we've seen plenty of in the practice and warm-up, and that's cars going off track, and believe it or not, Kempy, I've seen a couple of lid skids as well, so mate,
We're off to a good start then.
Yeah, could be in for a bit of a treat this afternoon, no doubt about that. And I'll tell you one thing, if we don't get any in this race, we can pretty much guarantee you're going to get some tonight. Round 3 of that full contact mini stock series returning to your screens, and what a track tonight, Kempy. I-55, mate, that track surely is going to put on some entertainment.
Well, if it doesn't, I will.
Well, that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. But, of course, first up, let's get through this race. Expecting about 90 minutes, the duration, Kempy. So, mate, sit back and we're going to have to find a bit of chat to talk about, I think, this afternoon.
Yeah, well, surely someone will come up with something we can spin a yarn about or something, so we'll just see what happens.
Too right, too right. I'll tell you what, would have been nice to see a bit over 20 cars, but it is what it is. Sunday afternoon. Of course, people generally busy on a Sunday. I know I was flat out this morning, Kempy, sorting out the backyard.
Yeah, I was played out this morning as well, yelling at the TV.
Oh, man, classic, eh? What a stitch up that was. The old,
Ain't that the truth?
The old French getting up.
Yep.
Getting up. But I'll tell you what, qualifying almost coming to an end here, and there we go. Got the old penthouse, old smuggler's car around. Some of these liveries we're going to have no idea who's driving what. Kempy, but I'll tell you, there is some pretty awesome looking liveries out there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Bit of a trip down memory lane.
That's right. B party in the house today.
Yep.
Number 13. See what he can do out there.
Some familiar names. I'll tell you one that's missing from the list that I can't see. And I'm actually quite surprised about it, and that's Matthew Pluck.
Yeah, how slack has he been lately? He's
what a shit cunt, hey,
yeah.
seriously, sort it out, Paul.
Yeah. For the big 20th anniversary meeting, he's having a break.
What a scam.
No time for that, is there?
Tell you, if he turns up tonight, I'm going to have to wind him off the end for lack of commitment.
Surely. Well, there we go. That's who was in that penthouse old smuggler's car. That is, what a name that is. That's a hell of a throwback, Kempy. Shane Hawkins in the house. And I tell you what, I haven't seen this bloke for a very long time, but of course, spent a lot of time doing laps with him at Kiwi Sim Racing with the old online stock cars back in the days.
Yeah, a bit of back in the days of the dirt as such, and yeah, how good.
Yeah, too right. Of course, 20 years strong Kiwi Sim Racing, and mate, I think I've almost been there for all 20 of them. I started my online sim racing back in 2005, signing up to Kiwi Sim Racing and doing a bit of stock car heat back then. So, man, wind the clock back, make us feel old.
Yeah, well, I was working out the other day that I started in 2009, 2010 on with obviously the super stocks at Kiwi Sim Racing. So yeah, it's been a little while. It's been a couple of summers gone by over the years since we actually started this thing. Yeah. I didn't do stock car heat, but I went straight to Kiwi to the super stocks. So yeah, I'm a few years down on you.
Yeah, you'll be right, mate. You're probably catching me now. I don't do much of the old racing anymore. We just sit up here and try and entertain people, I guess. Looks like we're live on all the channels at the moment, so that's a good start, I guess. Kempy, is we were initially expecting a 3:05 race time start, but qualifying done. Let's see if we roll into a bit of a warm-up or if we just get straight into business and get this.
Just send it.
Just send it, eh? Just get into it. Get the show on the road. Sweet.
Just send it, you pelicans. I want to get back to Black Ops 6 campaign. Just sort it out, will you?
Oh, you're joking. You're joking. A bit of Black Ops, mate.
I was shooting a bit of shit up before, so it's like, oh well. Yeah.
So how many times did you rage? Have you rage quit it yet, or?
No, I done that this morning on Fortnite. That's why I went to COD.
Oh, you're fair cool. Fair cool.
Yeah. Scamming hackers, eh?
Yeah, gotta love it.
Oh, yeah.
Just start cheating to compete, mate. Bit of C to
Yeah,
C,
but then
you reckon?
If you can't play legit, you're shit. So what's the point in cheating?
Yeah, true. True that. Just,
That's why I'm used to sign iRacing.
Not quite sure what's going on here. Possibly... Well, there's no one else on track, so we shall stand by for a moment. There's plenty of the crews around doing exactly that. Not a lot of movement going on from those blokes at the moment.
Look at the state of them, mate. Seriously, just sort it out.
Yeah. So you're right, and it looks like we're going to get into it. Kempy, they are gridding up, mate. So let's rip into your grid lineup for the big 20th anniversary race. I'll get those on your screen in a moment. Here we go. Out off the front row. It's going to be that man. We've seen it quite a lot, and carrying on that form today by the looks. It is Ewan Baker lining up next to James Jordan. Someone could have put the TH next to 20, but anyway, hard to find good help. Dylan Jordan and Cameron Dance will line up on row 2. Out of row 3, it'll be Robert Northway lining up next to Hayden Kirk. Out of row 4, it's going to be David Turnbull lining up next to Justin Webster. Out of row 5, a B party, Brendan Partridge lines up next to Ben Doherty. Out of row 6, it'll be Paul McKenzie lining up next to Heath Mannering. We go back to row number 7, Martin Waugh lines up to Simon Burling-Claridge. Out of row 8, it'll be Craig Brock lining up next to Rob Woodworth. And off the final row, it is going to be Shane Hawkins. And that will be your field for the Kiwi Sim Racing 20th anniversary event. We'll get those laps up. And I'm not sure, I think we're going to have a standard start, Kempy.
This is going to be a disaster.
That is it. We're underway, so let's go racing. We'll find the cars eventually. Here they are, screaming into turn 1 for the first time. And I tell you what, everyone through nice and clean.
Oh, it's just fake news. No one makes it through turn 1 clean.
Where's the contact, you reckon? Of course, a long race ahead of these guys. 59 laps the distance. And Baker out front early, has a bit of pressure in behind from Cameron Dance. He's going to look for a round up around the outside, and he's done it.
What a move.
So Cameron,
no, he hasn't. Not yet.
Oh, fighting back here from Baker. So I think we're going to see a lot of drafting effect going into this one. Kempy, what's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, well, if it's going to spice it up, we're all for it, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. It means it'll probably be quite hard for any of these guys to get away out front. That's for sure, the draft. Gotta love it. Hopefully we're coming across nice and clear.
I'm a bit disappointed, in all honesty, though.
Why's that?
Because we've got old mate Dance out the front. Where's old Raj in the back singing? You can't have dancing without singing. You know, Mr. Sing and Mr. Dance, it's like, sort it out. What's going on? Sunday afternoon, just unacceptable.
I'll tell you what, Cameron Dance start out in front from Baker, who Baker's probably he's smart enough to know long way to go on this one. But we'll check out that effect the draft has as Baker just closes in on the back of Dance. We go back to James Jordan. Another regular front runner here at Kiwi Sim Racing, currently sits P3, early stages. And have you noticed one thing, Kempy? We don't go through, we don't take that right-hand turn up here. Everyone just goes straight ahead. Is it the bus stop? We don't go through the bus stop.
It's piss poor, eh? It's just unacceptable. It's a skill issue if you can't go through there in one of these things.
Oh, I don't know about that, mate. It's good stuff. It's old school F1, I guess, the old school layout.
They could have done Monaco. Monaco would have been a cool track or something like that.
Oh.
You know? Just the pile up, bend it straight in the fence.
Yeah, we would have seen a lot of that, no doubt about that. Well, back and forth it is, of course. Brother of James Ford, at number 21. David Turnbull back in 5th, watch for him. He topped the timing charts earlier in practice, so definitely has got a bit of pace under that car. See how he can make his way through the field. But early stages, Baker, and I tell you what, was he just playing around? He's already gone out to almost the second lead since he
Bit of a rough start, maybe.
Since he took that lead back.
And fastest lap.
Yeah, just like that. 1:32.963. So those times definitely will come down as they burn the fuel off as well. They're doing 1:31s, I believe. Earlier?
That's not bad.
So this run here, Turnbull's got Northway. Over the back of him, Northway's looking for a pass up the inside. Going to be close enough, doesn't look like it.
Just send it. Blow him to bits, son.
Just fire it up the inside, hope for the best, hope you come out the other side.
Give us a lid skid.
Tell you right. Behind that, Brendan Partridge back in 7th spot. SP Tools Spots is on board again. Kurt back in that camel car.
How many humps has he had out of that thing?
How good, eh? Back in the days where you could put cigarette sponsorship on the cars.
Yeah. Get shot for doing something crazy like that today.
Oh yeah, what you want.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm hoping that our race timing overlays play the game today. There's been a few issues. Trying to fire them up this afternoon, managed to get them going, so hopefully they stay up through the course of the race.
You know what it is, don't you?
What's that?
It's your AMD shit.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. That's exactly. No, true story. That's exactly what it is. Your AMD carrier. Who has AMD?
Oh, mate.
Seriously.
I don't know.
Another. You know what it stands for, don't you?
No, I'm sure you're going to tell me though.
Another major disaster.
Oh, okay.
You know? Yeah. Just common knowledge. If it ain't green, you're not flicking the bean, you know?
If it ain't what?
If it ain't green, you're not flicking the bean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Paul McKenzie back here, P10. Got that Rothmans. Go from one cigarette to another.
There was a lot of darts around back in the day, wasn't
you're
there?
not wrong, eh? You are not wrong.
Where's the Winnie Reds? Come on, give us some Winnie Reds, you dogs.
I know we got some Marlboro out there somewhere. Go back to Heath Mannering. Sits back in P11. The field started to spread out somewhat, Kempy, and that is something that we did not want. 2.5 second lead now for Ewan Baker. He is just waving goodbye to everyone. Familiar.
Are we surprised?
No.
Not at all, eh?
I said to Bedoldi earlier, I said to him, look, I'm having issues with the timing, and he said, oh, don't worry, all it's going to show is Ewan Baker 3 laps in front, so...
Okay, oh, well, at least he's honest.
Yeah, we'll see how accurate he is by the end of this one.
Yeah, well, we're 4 laps in and he's already nearly, what, 3.5 seconds or something up the road, so he's pretty good estimate so far.
Just a bit distracted, sorry.
Aliens.
Yeah, just getting messages in. Bit of reply to that. Meantime, Martin War sits back in P12. The STP sponsors on the car. Craig Brock sits back in P13 early on in this one. And Ben Doherty, well, he is along. We've got a couple of cars a lap down, Kempy, so drivers having a bit of an issue out there. We'll see if we can pick what has gone on. Simon Burling Claridge and Shane Hawkins. Looks like they have possibly come together in the early stages of this one. So we watched that.
That's crazy talk.
That mould responsive car of Doherty. My chance he was possibly caught up in it as well. He's fallen a long way back. Rob Woodworth up there.
That's it, eh?
Haviline car, or was it just Haviline back there?
I'd say it would have been just Haviline back then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Weren't they the dodgy Sierras at Bathurst?
Oh, there's a bit of a moment there. Yes.
It was, eh?
I believe you're right. Here we go.
The dodgy Sierras.
So we'll see Simon Burling Claridge here. Oh, just getting up on that curb there. Unsettled the car a little bit. And Shane Hawkins. We'll see if we can possibly pick up what has gone wrong. It looks like a few drivers, in fact, have come unstuck out there, Kempy. Shane Hawkins early on. Let's check it out. We'll bring up your Speed Nation instant replay and see what has unfolded here for Hawkins. Has he done it all by himself? Oh yeah, just runs it wide into the fence. I think he's about to have another moment here, possibly. He's come up, flashed up a few times.
That's it.
That Rob Woodworth there, possibly another one that's... Oh, there you go. Just turns it round. This is going to show...
How did they?
This is going to show what's happened to Doherty out there. Well, he's fallen so far back as well. Oh, yeah, no good, eh? You hit those curbs and...
It's over.
It is all... Oh, car's lucky to get around Doherty there. Simon Burling Claridge looks like he's had a bit of a moment. Just get through the old high. Oh, that is big contact, and that has tore that car to pieces. The left front,
look at that.
Absolutely gone off there. He's going to drive it on. How good.
Yes, send it, son.
Three-wheeling. Looks like James Jordan has had a bit of a moment out there as well. Oh yeah, again. That is... Oh.
Unload it. They must be extremely low, eh?
Yeah, that is the story. We've seen that quite a bit now. You get up on those curbs, spells trouble.
Good thing I'm not out there then. They'll be avoiding me as well.
a natural track hazard, you reckon, Kempy?
Oh, just born to be a hazard. Yeah.
So you're right, it is Baker. Familiar sight out front, 3 seconds up the road from Cameron Dance.
That's crazy talk.
Doing a great job at the moment is Baker.
He's a weapon, eh?
Yeah, we saw Cam Dance get up into the front on the first lap, but yeah, Baker, he must have just been playing with them. Just thought, oh, we'll let them think they've got a bit of a chance, and then
bang.
Decided that he would get on with the job, and it's starting to clear out. I'll tell you one thing I have no idea about today, Kempy, and that is tyre wear. And,
Good point.
And fuel, and how we're going to be looking as far as stops go.
Yeah, not sure.
Top 3 starting to spread out a fair bit here. At the moment, just trying to pick up a Shot from Cam Dance. Right on board with them. 6P2 in the race. Oh, a bit of a lock up there. Just see Baker up in the distance. Oh, game. These things look rather interesting to drive, Kempy.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not out there, to be honest. Yeah, probably safer for everyone and my computer.
And your computer, you reckon?
And my computer. Yep. Rage out, boom.
At the moment, Webster and Turnbull fairly close together. Turnbull, well, Cam Dance, there you go, just goes quickest in the race.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
On the limit, how good do these sound as well? Dance, pulling 10,000 RPM, looking at that. None of the gauges working, but we're going to say it.
10. They're not pulling 10, they're only doing 9.9 because they're not going across the grass.
That is actually working out good at that.
You know? If you know, you know. You're only pulling 10 across the grass.
Yeah. Yeah. Too right. So Dance. Oh, look at that.
This is mad.
Bringing it out. They're super quick, aren't they?
Look at the wheel work.
Yeah. If anyone is currently in a battle, it doesn't look like it. Everyone fairly well spread out around the circuit.
Yeah, they definitely love revs, these things, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a mistake for Dance. So just shows on the edge. John Player special.
He's koozled it.
Another Siggy company. Wonder if that was how it was back in the days, Kempy, the winner. You know, the winning car, everyone just started smoking those starts.
Well, who knows? I mean, to say, like, look at Bathurst and stuff back in the day. Usually, whoever won the race sold the most cars. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no wonder everyone's got a decent car like a Commodore, so, you know.
Yeah, what did they say? Win on Sunday, sell on Monday. I'm pretty sure that was
something crazy like that.
Hawkins here just let traffic through, I think, or is he going to be parking that car up possibly?
Maybe parking it, is he?
Yeah, I think so. He said that's enough for me for today.
All over.
Turnbull gets the pass done on Webster here. Turnbull, well, he was looking fast in practice, but looks like struggling possibly to put it all together in the race. Currently 16.2 seconds down on race leader. There's Ewan Baker, and at this point, I'm going to say there's no way Baker's winning by 3 laps.
Nah, not at this pace.
Be lucky to lap them, wouldn't he?
Yeah, they're
he won't even lap them.
3 laps is a bit of a stretch, but hey, you never know. A lot can happen. And
yeah, everyone can send it into the fence, and
we're not going to rule it. It is Ewan Baker we're talking about here. He's done some freakish stuff over time, you know.
Yeah, too right. Looks like these two. This is where your battle is at the moment out on track. Dance again. Fastest lap of the race, a 1:31.732.
Yeah, good.
Finding a bit of pace out there. Oh, contact! Turnbull, he has lost a wheel.
Wow, look at that.
Turned around, and that is a lot of damage to the 702. And
that was a howler.
Webster. Contact made. Has that done any damage to the number
Looks
11?
alright.
Certainly does. Just go back and just see what has unfolded for him there, Kempy. That was a very big moment. Looked like contact to the back of the car from Webster. Oh, he just got it off out of shape on the curb, in fact, and Webster had nowhere to go.
It was over.
I tell you, that was a big one. We'll get a different shot from this if we can. Oh yeah, you just saw it there. The car get unsettled, and yeah, Webster really had nowhere to go into the back of Turnbull. And that is a fair bit of damage to that car.
It's a bit snafu'd, eh?
Oh yeah, see now sits down pit lane. Cameron Dance again, Kempy goes quickest out there, 1:31.612 lap times. Starting to fall
Alright.
quite rapidly as that fuel load starts to burn off. Car's getting quicker. Watch race leader Baker. See if he has an answer for these lap times. Gap's starting to drop a little bit too, so we shall see if he can keep closing that gap. Last time by was about 0.2 faster was Cam Dance. And the rest of the field say goodbye.
Yeah, big go with it.
Yeah, because that is exactly what Baker is doing at the moment. In control, leading the way. See what sort of times they do this time around. Last time it was a 1:31.809 for Ewan Baker. 1:31.612 for Dance. This time 1:31.611 and a 1:31.4 for Cam Dance.
They're scraping it out.
He is on a mission at the moment. 2.7 seconds now the gap.
Alright.
So just like that, Dance starting to apply some pressure as far as the lap times go. Dylan Jordan now 1:32.613, so he is finding a fair bit of pace out there as well.
How good.
Saw him in the background. Wow. So what's that telling us? Possibly fuel loads.
Wearing off.
Yep, starting to get lighter and lighter, these cars. See what they can do this time around. Bit of a scrap going on for 9th and 10th at the moment. Doherty trying to redeem himself, I guess, from that earlier incident. So he's going to get a pass done here on Martin Waugh. Again, Dances on a mission at the moment. That margin just keeps dropping. I'll keep an eye on their lap times, what they do this time. Looks like it's going to be a quick one from Baker. There he goes quickest. No, in fact he didn't. So Baker's made a mistake somewhere on that lap. Kempy a 1:32.3 compared to
That's a lot of time.
Dance's was a 1:31.5.
So what's that? Nearly a second.
Took a big chunk of time out of him. Oh, and here we go, lap traffic for the race leader. You can see Dance, you can see that margin now. Is this holding Baker up? Doesn't look like it. It's 2.6 seconds the margin. Now Dance is going to have to deal with that traffic. So it's like a yo-yo at the moment, that margin between them.
A yo, bro.
Good work there from the lap traffic, just moving out of their way. Don't want to be involved in any of that. We'll say. Doherty now moves up to P8. It's a pass done on Paul McKenzie. So you're saying earlier, Kempy, you're going to make an appearance tonight in the full contact mini stocks?
Ah, might turn up, I guess. What else is there to do on a Sunday night? I mean to say, MotoGP's on, but the main race is at 2 o'clock in the morning. So.
I did hear that,
Yeah.
2 in the morning. Are you going to watch that live?
Yeah, committed. You got to be committed to it.
So tomorrow off, is it? Or?
No, go to work.
Yeah,
Eyes will be like piss holes in the snow, but got to be committed to it.
Tell you what, a 1:31.390 for Baker, a 1:31.9. So that lap traffic is definitely the cause. Time's getting closer. 1:31.8 for Dylan Jordan. So let's see, cars surely getting closer to heading down pit lane. Let's get some fuel. And possibly tyres. Dance there, big slide.
They're starting to wear out the old bags, eh?
Yeah, it seems that way. Look how wide those tyres are on the back. Absolute monster feet on these cars.
How good.
I'll tell you what, Kempy, did you catch any of the teams racing at Huntley last night?
No, I didn't. Who won?
Gisborne development team, they took out the super stocks. And I'm not sure why they called the development team. To be fair, they should be the A team. They absolutely dominated, beating Wanganui in the final.
Yep.
But I tell you what, race of the night for the super stocks for me was the Wanderers, mate, coming up against the Rebels. And Waikino absolutely took it to them and got the job done.
How good.
And yeah, it's probably it's been a while since we've seen a bloody good victory from the Wanderers, but yeah, got it done. And they went out there and absolutely sent it, mate. And they only had 2 cars left for the race for 3rd and 4th, so basically said, we'll give it to Palmy because we got no show. So
yeah.
But the old stock cars,
Wicked.
Miani, Hawke's Bay beat Waikato in the final.
What a scam.
Yeah.
How much did they pay the rest for that one?
Yeah, well, Waikato were looking pretty strong throughout all of their races and just, yeah.
Wheels fell off the wagon?
Yep, lost track of Singer from Hawke's Bay and he circulated and got the job done.
No deal.
For the Miani Maulers. They can't win it every year because Waikato were defending champs. So. But there were some pretty brutal hits, but man, none as brutal as what we saw down in Nelson last night. That shot on that Beagles car, that was absolutely huge. One of the biggest wind-offs of the weekend.
Oh, with the Tigers making their return.
Yeah.
How good, eh?
Yeah, that was a beauty, that one.
How good. Up the Tigers.
Good to see the Tigers back because they'll be making a appearance at Palmy next season, I believe. Not this one, but the following one.
Do we need to bring back Tigers fan? He's a bit of a loose bastard, that guy, eh?
Yeah,
Bit of an absolute unit. Done a bit of damage in his day.
100%. And I tell you what, 2.1 seconds now the margin between Dance and Baker. Last time by, a 1:31.052 for Dance, a 1:31.575 for Baker. So it's about half a second out of his time. And that margin just keeps getting smaller. So keep an eye on that. We could soon have a battle for the race lead. And that I would definitely get behind.
That'd be a howler, wouldn't it? What a way to scrap it out.
Tell you what, Dylan Jordan actually now under the 10 second was under 10 seconds to the race leader as well, so
Nice.
I reckon Baker maybe used up a bit of that rubber.
Whoa.
We'll see, because we say that and he'll just fight back and go out and set the quickest lap of the race.
We're a little bit away from mid-race distance, but I guess after 17 laps, you got to get some form of degradation on them, don't you?
Oh, I tell you what, 1:30.885 from
What a lap.
Dance. And again has taken about half a second out of Ewan Baker.
So, if this is anything to go by, then as the fuel load wears off, he gets better.
Yeah, Cam Dance got himself into a bit of a rhythm now, and certainly looking to get into a bit of draft from Baker and pull himself a bit closer. And now Baker.
Yeah, good.
He'll be looking in those mirrors, keeping an eye on him. As we've lost Dylan Jordan.
How good, eh?
Down pit lane. So has he stopped? Is this a routine stop, Kempy?
Surely.
That is what I want to know. There you go. Yep, it looked like in for fuel and out. So when will we see the race leader peel in? 24 there of James Jordan. Just moves out of Baker's way. Saw Baker's car moving around a bit there on the exit of that corner.
Bit wobbly.
Yeah. So things starting to get a bit closer out in the front of this race, and this is going to help Dance as well. Now sits in behind Jordan with a bit of draft. In fact, Cameron Dance last time by was about almost half a second slower than Baker.
How good.
Just keeps going up and down.
A good battle's never killed anyone, is it?
Oh, well.
Depends, really.
Yeah.
We're not in Sparta, so I guess.
Yeah, so you're right. Baker, for now, still leading the way. Top 10 cars are let down. Obviously, some of those guys have come down pit lane. Bring that up for us. In fact, who has stopped? So Dylan Jordan, Paul McKenzie, Craig Brock as well. They've all toured through pit lane. Brendan Partridge as well, fairly early in the race, came down pit lane. Possibly a bit of damage. It's Doherty now in pit lane. As far as movers go, Heath Mannering up 6 throughout this pit stop cycle. Let's see how fast they are at pit stops. Kempy 1.1 second now the gap. And the pressure is coming on from Cameron Dance.
How good, eh?
He has that hooked up, man. He is last time by a 131.048. Almost down into the 130s again. On an absolute mission on this Sunday afternoon. But Baker, you can see the gap there, Baker. Just over a second up the road. Baker. 131.2 last time by. So they weren't getting quicker. Tyre, we're probably starting to come into the play now as Northway is a long way back from these guys. It sits P3 and a massive gap back to Hayden Kirk from there. So what do you reckon, Kempy? What's your prediction? We've just ticked over a third of the way through the race. And Baker out in front, but Cam Dance on the charge.
I don't know. I mean, to say it'd be good to have a battle at the end between Cam Dance and you and Baker for the win, like surely, but I think it's going to come down to a mistake from Baker for him to actually catch him by the end of the race, because it's just sort of steadying now.
Yeah, certainly it was last time by 131.301 for Baker, 131.629 for Dance. So possibly heated up those tyres a wee bit. From there, there's gaps everywhere. Bit of a battle, Martin Waugh and Dylan Jordan. At the moment, these two are closest together on the track. Watch these guys. He will keep an eye on the margin out front. Between Baker and Dance, expect them to head down pit lane fairly shortly. I would have thought anyway.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. In battle, they're still rather happy with the set of tyres they have underneath them. Can they push through to lap 30?
Do a bit of a,
One
what would
stop.
you call it? An overcut.
Yeah, well, they'll just be going for one stop. Surely those guys that have already stopped, they'll be looking at doing 2 stops, you would think.
You can you really do it on one? That's the question. Like, you'd have to be fuel saving quite dramatically in your second stint.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what goes first, the tyres or the fuel. Oh, Dance now, under a second that margin. And,
He's coming.
I tell you, last time, a 130.892 and a 131.5.
Nothing in it.
Baker, though, that's 0.7, 0.6 roughly. So I wonder if Baker's made a bit of a mistake out there, possibly. David Turnbull now down pit lane. Gets serviced and back out on track. I'll just get some telemetry up on screen. What sort of speeds are these guys doing around here at Watkins Glen? About to find out. Just like that, that gap goes back out to over a second.
It's weird, eh?
Yeah, you can't keep up with it.
No. Absolute madness.
Makes inroads, makes a mistake. Carries on. Woodworth now down pit lane. The car getting the service done. This is going to tell us here what sort of speeds we're looking at around here. I saw 270 flash up. I don't think that's quite right.
You wouldn't think so, would you?
Well, 270 right now. Those guys behind probably going a bit quicker. As Baker, 130.804.
Quickest lap.
Quickest lap of the race. And I'd say Dance is going to respond, is he? 131.1. Still not much in it between those two. They're swapping quickest times at the moment. So we watch Martin Waugh. Hayden Kirk now down pit lane. That is in 4th spot, so he's going to hold that too, I'd say. No, drops down behind Webster. Roughly a 57, well, 1 minute 31. That is a long stop for Woodworth. Very long stop. Let's compare Kirk's stop on that box on the right hand side. Margin out front, still a second at the moment between Baker and Dance. From there, everyone is well and truly spread out. Not a lot of battles going on out there at the moment. Everyone just trying to hold on to these cars and make it home unscathed. In fact, Baker now down pit lane. So he's
Undercut.
He's decided to stop now. So there's no way that they're going to get this done in one stop.
Is he trying for a bit of an undercut, maybe get some fresh tyres and fuel and try and build a bit of a gap, or?
Yeah, well, you'd
reckon?
You'd expect to see Cam Dance down pit lane this lap. So none of that does happen. I'm going to say that these guys are getting tyres. Surely we'll see what happens for Baker. Car doesn't even look like it's in the air, so possibly just fuel.
Far out.
There's Northway there down pit lane, so obviously there's no such thing as tyre wear, Kempy. They're just getting fuel and going straight back out.
That's, yeah, it's interesting.
It's a nice clean stop for you and Baker. It's back out there underway, and even after stop still sits P2 in the race. But Cam Dance, he went fastest on his last, 130.850. And 8.04 for Baker, that was his quickest lap. So, yep, there you go. down pit lane, looking to get his stop done. Gonna go, no mistakes. Baker, he'll be looking to make a nice clean out lap here. We'll check the margins at the end of the stops. That's yet to stop. And look at Mannering's time compared to Justin Webster. So Nick Mannering getting the longest stop as well. Possibly getting some damage seen to.
Yeah, it's quite a lengthy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
40 odd seconds so far, so yeah, surely there's a bit of damage involved in that one.
Cam Dance, 43 seconds stop. Back out on track. And he's stopped and he's got an 8.1 second lead.
Far out.
Over Ewan Baker.
That's insane. What happened there?
Surely he's short-filled it.
Has to have made that much time up.
That is huge. We'll see what sort of lap times they are.
Well, did Baker bin it?
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
Has he binned it?
Let's see if we've got anything. Doesn't look like Baker's made a mistake. Oh, that's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yep, have a look at the stop times here, Kempy. That might tell me. Well, 4 seconds. Well, it's only 3 seconds shorter in the at a stop. Yeah, so 15.9 seconds stop for, well, in the box for Cam Dance, 19 for Baker. And Robert Northway, 9.4 seconds. He was the quickest through the pits out of anyone. But that's just taken the whole lot less fuel than anyone else.
Surely that's the only way you could do it, isn't it?
Yeah. You see here, Cam Dance, 14 a lap. Just trying to pick up who that is. Oh, that B party it is too.
It's all B party.
Just let's Dance go there. You can see Baker further back in the background, and he's taken 4 seconds out of him already.
Far out.
3 seconds. We saw when he came out of pit lane, he was about 8 seconds in front, and that's down to 4.7 seconds. That's a big chunk of time. Everyone at the moment still circulating. No retirements yet. Webster, look at that stop time. That is blowing out. That is a very long stop.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of damage there, surely.
I have to say, Webster getting that seen to right now. And, we talk damage, Kempy. There's going to be plenty of that tonight. This is certainly the warm-up for the crashing and bashing we're going to see later.
What do you mean crashing and bashing later? How do you know it's just not going to turn out to be like the NZ Supermates Championship and they just let someone pass and it's just guaranteed win, you know? Get rid of the blokes that are going to take them out, say that their neck braces are shit and you're disqualified and just free pass it.
Just send it, you reckon?
Yeah, hey, stranger things have happened.
Because we get a bit of a, well, I get a bit of a break after this race. I'd say possibly around, this is probably going to wrap up just after 4:30. And then we will be back tonight at 8:20.
How good.
For that full contact series. A bit of check-in with the co-commentator, mate. Make sure he is still available for tonight's race. A bit of a longer format tonight, Kempy. 3 races, or 3 groups of 20.
Nice.
And Heat races 10 laps, Consi race 15, and feature 30 laps, as long as I haven't made a hash of it again. I'm pretty sure we're right this time though.
You never know.
Well, I mean, yeah, last week I was meant, you know, according to how I had it set up last week, we were meant to have the longer races, but they never eventuated. But I think that put that down to user error for sure, as Webster's stop has finally come to an end. 3 minutes long.
Yeah, good.
And that margin stabilised out front too, and they're pretty much doing identical lap times. Dance last time 1:33.862. Baker 1:33.899. Which is 2 seconds slower than Robert Northway.
Really?
Robert Northway last time by 1:31.892. Watching him on screen at the moment, so yeah, interesting.
I'll go with that then, eh?
Yeah, so you're right. We'll just roll with whatever the lap scoring is telling us this afternoon.
Why not?
It's approaching half distance here at Watkins Glen in the 20th anniversary event, and well, one lead change to be fair, or two. Dance early on got the race lead, Baker took it back, but we just saw in that cycle of pit stops, Cameron Dance managed to leap in front of Baker and actually by a long way, so Northway getting a bit out of shape there on the exit of the corner. Love to see it.
Good times, eh?
Yeah. Not getting out of shape. Dance 1:33.358. Baker 1:33.367. So there's absolutely nothing in it between the top two cars at the moment as far as lap times go. And that margin should get eclipsed on the next stop, you would think.
Surely.
With Baker, with Dance short fueling, from what we can see anyway, it's about 3 seconds short of the stop. Back to some of these guys further down the field a bit. Heath Mannering currently sits in P10. Tell you what, 7th place back, all a lap down. Shows the run those guys out front are having at the moment. Lap cars starting to get out of the way. Good thing, Kempe, everyone's still at the moment is out there circulating.
That's always a bonus, eh?
Yeah, well, it's pretty rare to be fair, because normally someone gets in a tangle early stage, they just go, oh, well, that'll do for the day, park it up. Sit back and watch the remainder of the race.
Yeah, why not?
Cam Dunn's still your race leader. And last time by for Baker, he's taken about just over half a second out of him. Bit of a mistake from Cameron Dance, no doubt about that. Crank Rock at the moment having a bit of a tussle with Martin Waugh. Jägermeister sponsors on board that car of Craig Rock. Get into a bit of Jägermeister in your younger days, Kempe?
Oh, I got into a bit of everything that I probably shouldn't have, to be honest. It's self-explanatory, like, seriously, it's a silly question. Look at the state of me. Like, something went wrong somewhere, surely.
You're going to blame it on your younger days, are you?
Yeah, aches and pains every day. Everyone used to say to me, you're going to regret that when you get older, and I laughed at them.
Yeah.
I regret it every day now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, you know, scam.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, is Robert Northway, is he on the back of Baker?
No way.
He is. Northway what is going on here? He must be out of sync as far as the stops go, surely. No, Northway stopped at the same time, but he is going at 2 seconds a lap faster, so fuel saving going on for the leaders perhaps?
Potential, yeah.
Surely that is the case. Last time by for Dance was a 1:33.760. For Baker it was a 1:33.736. They seem to be hitting around that same target as far as lap times go, but Northway was a 1:32.2, and he's going to go past Baker like he's standing still here. So fuel saving, no doubt about it. For Baker,
Yeah, it has to be.
for Baker and Dance at the moment. Is that going to pay off? We're going to find out. Northway, meantime, he is going to get to the back of Dance. Sweet, got confirmation. Stu Russell will be in the house tonight.
Yeah, good.
For round 3 of that full contact mini stock series.
Good times, huh?
Yeah, absolutely know it. If you're new to the channel, tuning in for the first time, make sure you hit that follow button. Turn the notifications on, you'll get notified when we go live. Next bit of fair bit of racing coming up over the next few nights. Of course, that full contact series tonight. And then tomorrow night, do we head to Kern Speedway, is it, Kevin?
I think it is Kern, yeah. Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway or something.
For that full, well, not full contact, what is it, the short track series?
That's the one.
For the late models. And are you going to get amongst that one, Kevin?
The late models.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
We're
may as well. I had a pretty good run last week, so...
Going to turn up for round 2?
Yeah, I mean to say, I can't really complain after last week. My second race was good.
Yeah.
And the feature was alright, but my first one bit tips up. But, yeah, they're definitely good fun.
Yeah, too right.
Yep.
And how about Tuesday night for something a little bit different? Tuesday night, I'm pretty sure we're going dirt rallycross racing.
What?
For Kiwi Sim Racing.
Okay, that's, yeah. That'll be a howler.
Yeah, I'll just see if I can find out. To confirm what that one is. I can confirm with you though, Kern Speedway, Kern Raceway tomorrow night is the scene for that late model racing. Confirm what we've got for us on Tuesday night for Kiwi Sim Racing. It is going to be the Rallycross. It was right.
That is Screamer.
At Dirt Road Daytona. Daytona Rallycross track. So something a bit different. Something a bit different for sure. That should be rather entertaining if they decide to get elbows out on that one. And mate, are we going to see something that Baker will get left behind him? We haven't seen much dirt racing out of the man. So
No.
then round 4, it's the Drive to Survive series. That's what they're calling it. The week after we actually go speedway racing, Kempy. In the micro sprints from Lanier.
Yeah, good.
And then to wrap the series up, we go to Okayama for a bit of open wheeler racing. So plenty of racing coming up to keep you entertained. No doubt about that. There's
A bit of action going on, eh?
yeah, Watkins there. Oh, look at this. The race lead now, half a second. Absolutely no doubt about it that the Cameron Dance and Baker are fuel saving. because they are still setting pretty much identical lap times out there, and we just see Northway, he is just absolutely sending it.
Send it, horse.
Yeah, he said we're going for it, and he's tracked this margin down fairly quickly. But you've got to say he's going to be stationary for a long time on his next fuel stop compared to Dance and Ewan Baker, but hey, why not throw something at it?
Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you got it. Bit of change up the tactics possibly.
Yeah, exactly.
I know Northway, certainly he'll be looking forward to that racing tonight. He missed out last week and he wasn't too happy about it. We kept the series course at 40 cars. I didn't think we'd have that much interest, but hey, here we are, having a run 60 this week. Let's see how many turn up.
Well, we'll get amongst it, I tell you.
Of course, sponsors for Kiwi Sim Racing, we can't forget those guys. They are part of the reason, you know, why the racing still exists here at Kiwi Sim Racing. And I know one of them, Inspire.net, they have they've been around since day dot, Kempy.
Yes, definitely have been. You're not wrong. That's probably the OG sponsor, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it
Inspire.net.
certainly is. Certainly is. And of course, you want to get yourself some good internet. Those guys there, definitely the ones to go and see. And of course, Speed Nation, they have come on in recent years for Kiwi Sim Racing. Good to have both of them on board. There's Northway now clearing out from Cam Dance. And lap times last time by for Dance, 1:33.4. For Baker, a 1:33.2. So most cars in the field sitting around fuel conservation mode at the moment. So we've ticked over the halfway mark. This race is going by fairly quickly.
Yeah, can't complain, eh?
No, 35 laps of 59 in the books. And well, this morning we talked about a little bit earlier the All Blacks going down to France, but surely next week, mate, the Italians, are they going to be steamrolled, mate? They're going to have a fired up All Blacks outfit coming at them.
Well, surely, you know?
Got to be terrible if they lost.
Better be. Oh, I fucking don't even go there.
Oh,
Look, only South Africa loses to teams like that, alright?
Well, we shall see. So Martin Ward, Craig Brock going at it again. So this guy's, in fact, Brock just lets Martin Ward through, I believe, there. But Cameron Dance back out in front. Something's happened to Northway. Oh, he's down pit lane, so there you go. Robert Northway now down pit lane. Keep an eye on the stop time. Is it going to pop up for us? Wow, at 9.5 seconds, Kempy.
Really?
That is super quick stop for fuel. So he's obviously ready to go to the end. Now the question is, does Dance and Baker have to stop again? Surely you're going to have to say yes. And if they do, the Northway has done a magnificent job, because it's about 40 odd seconds to 2 or 3 pit lane. Currently sits 31 seconds behind.
Crazy.
So let's keep an eye on things there as far as Northway goes. You can see there down the pit lane. Last time by. Anyone else on the same strategy? Woodworth and Hawkins both stopped last time as well. B Party recently stopped as well. Currently sits P10. So Craig Brock here starting to fight back. So we can claim this position back. So that time, Kempy, is going to be crucial. Keep an eye on it. what sort of lap times Northway is going to be doing out there. But is there enough laps left to get to the back of the race leaders if they don't have to stop, if they are conserving fuel to the finish? Let's see what happens. Bit of strategy to play out in the closing stages. Meantime, Baker has closed the margin down to 2.8 seconds to the back of Dance. And the lap times, last time Baker was almost a second quicker.
That's a bit of difference.
Yeah, so I wonder if he's decided that he can no longer make it on one stop. And he's going to start.
Potential's there.
Eh?
Potential is there.
Yeah, I want to see what Northway's first lap is on that new fuel load and how much quicker he's travelling compared to Baker and Dance. Can he close that margin down? Baker certainly throwing it at Dance at the moment. Lap times for those guys, 1:32.705 for Dance and a 1:32.677 for Baker. Something we haven't done for a while. I'll see if I can figure this out. There we go.
Yeah, good, eh?
A bit of
Figure it
live,
out, you fool.
bit of live margins there for you between Baker and Dance. We'll even get up some lap times for you. So those margins certainly, Baker just taking little bits out each time. And you wanted to hear Northway's lap time, Kempi, or no? 1:32.495, you have no choice. So he's about just marginally quicker at the moment than Baker and Dance. The question is, do those guys need to come in for more fuel? If they do, Northway is going to be your race leader.
Crazy times.
31 laps from James Jordan.
That's an epic effort.
So they're going to go real close to finishing, to getting it done. James Jordan, 31 laps since his last stop. So definitely could have made it on one stop if he ran that schedule. Or that,
yeah.
You know, because that's going to put him at 62 laps. He's 54 seconds off the pace. You expect him to be down pit lane any time though. To grab some fuel. So we watch Baker, 2.5 seconds now the margin. And we've got a yellow.
Really?
We've got a yellow, I think.
We've got a yellow. It's saying yellow?
Yeah, we've gone yellow up the top.
Wow.
Okay, competition caution. Rob Woodworth. Has he had a moment?
That'll do it.
Hayden Kirk's had a moment.
Yeah, okay. It'll do it.
Looks like it was a while ago. We'll see if we can pick up what's going on here, but that just throws it amongst everything now as Hayden Kirk just goes off track. Regathers, carries on. Shane Hawkins. So he had a moment here. Oh yeah, big slide into the fence hard. Oh,
It's massive.
yeah, just hold on. So that's interesting. We've definitely got a caution. For what? I'm not sure.
Crazy, eh?
But now that's going to throw things wide open again. as far as strategy goes. I think Baker and Dance will possibly come in this lap. Well, talk about a throw the cat amongst the pigeons there. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Caution. Not sure what for.
today.
Does not look like we've lost anyone. So everyone's still on track, Kempy. So I'm not quite sure.
What's going on?
Maybe they just said, right, we're going to spice this race up, boys.
Well,
And
hey,
we're going to
there.
make it so that Cam Dance and you and Baker end up at the back of the field if they come in for a stop now. James Jordan will be loving it, wouldn't he? 33 laps on that stint, and he's now got a caution.
Yeah, good.
That is a long run on that fuel. And you can pretty much guarantee none of them had this planned. Unless they did and we just don't know about it.
That is a valid point.
That is a very high chance as well. I normally just turn up and roll with it, so...
Yeah.
Well, we're finding out though. Lap 40 of 59, we are under yellow here at Watkins Glen. Cam Dance, race leader from Baker. Couple of lap cars in between. We go back to Robert Northway. We'll be hoping those cars get shuffled to the back. In the meantime, so Dance, what do these guys do? You see them head down pit lane. Do they need to head down pit lane? For fuel, does not look like it. It's going to stay out on track. Right on board with them. What the gyro cam looks like in these things. There we go, right on his shoulder basically.
Look at that.
We're not going green. Just heard that over the radio there, so safety car stays out. On track. Northway. Wow, what's that done for Robert Northway now? That has brought that, he was a long way back, 30 seconds from Baker, now right.
Right on the tail of it.
Yeah.
How good.
It's
Get a run back to the end, eh?
Getting a wave around there. So as you can unblack yourself, and that'll be the 36 of Paul McKenzie who gets the wave around then. Keith Mannering, he's going to get one too. Along with B Party, in fact everyone that are laps down are getting wave rounds. Lap 41 of 59, and this is going to delay proceedings a little bit as we sit in behind the safety car.
Come on.
You've got to love yourself a bit of a competition caution, Kempy.
Oh, I guess so.
We've had a bit of luck lately with rollovers on stream. Tonight, I want to see some more rollovers. I think you've been right amongst that rollover action, haven't you, Kempy? I know you had a bit of an off in the Summer Cup on Wednesday night. Some Motorsport New Zealand running their Summer Cup at the moment.
Yeah, I tell you.
Saw some video footage of yourself, buddy, upside down heading into pit lane.
Turn 2. Was it turn 2? No, turn 3.
Yeah,
And I just caught up in a absolute cocksnot of a ordeal and done the leap of faith into the pit lane and ended my race early.
Yeah, no good, I tell you.
It was huge. It was like, okay, yeah, no, cool, good chat. I'll wait for the next one then. Yeah. Gutted, eh?
Yeah, No good, no good.
I managed to get second in the race after that, so I'll take it. I had to get some points back somehow, but yeah, not the way I would have liked to have started my campaign for the Summer Cup, ending up in pit lane after 3 lit corners.
Yeah, too right. Too right.
Oh.
Well, you can get amongst it tonight, mate. Put some people in pit lane yourself.
Well, hey, the possibility's endless when it comes to contact classes, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly
Like,
is.
you never know what's going to happen.
So you're right.
What about last week, though? My first race, I just kept it pinned, drove straight ahead, turn 1, chucked her on a lid, and that was a great start to the night.
And you cooked yourself as far as the full contact race. I mean, you cooked yourself in that one.
Yeah, I went to go around it.
You went to transfer a spot and then you decided I'm going to attack this bloke and that cost you.
I went to go round them, I got tangled up, so I drove straight through them, and that was it. It was like, fuck it. Just park her in the trailer.
Yeah, that's it for one night.
Yeah, I had enough. I've done 10 laps, that's too many.
Yeah, well, speaking of 10 laps, is that what we're doing under the safety car, or...?
Oh, I'm going to go 15.
We're going to finish the race under yellow.
Retirement village racing. They're all getting nappy changes and having their afternoon teas and shit.
Let's see if anyone else gets a wave around Webster Turnbull and Burling Claridge and lap down. Light's still on the safety car. So
You reckon?
someone called a competition yellow and then doesn't know how to turn it off. Surely not.
Unbelievable.
We will see what happens here. 42 of 59. Lights on. Generally means we're going to do another lap under yellow, yeah?
Robert's in the waiting room, happy to get an interview while we're under yellow. Drag him in for a yarn.
Get him in.
Yeah, rude not to.
Well, Robert Northway, mate, I tell you what, is this a competition caution? Have you got any news for us or what?
Well, I just figured you guys might want to have something to talk about while we're waving all the way past the field.
Yeah, okay, so we're just, is it, no one crashed though, eh?
No, so this is like a competition caution with Ben had it randomly set during the race.
Okay,
so an alarm that could go, I think it was 10 minutes in to 70 minutes in or something like that.
Oh, right. There you go. How good is that? But I tell you what, you managed to get yourself in front. Surely are those other guys saving fuel, or you've just nailed the strategy today and getting yourself amongst it?
So I decided to stop it, take the risk and timing it on the safety car.
Yep.
This car is incredibly sensitive in terms of fuel.
Okay.
Like 30 litres of fuel is worth like a second.
Yep.
So before the stop, I was like half a second, 0.8 slower than both Cam and Ewan, but afterwards I was between half a second, 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds faster, because it's just incredibly sensitive on fuel.
Yeah, okay, so this could be a spicy end to the race, that's for sure. We've been keeping an eye on lap times as each lap goes by, and yeah, looking forward to going back green here, and mate, looking forward to a bit of carnage later as well.
I'm going full send, and then I'll go full send tonight.
Gotta love it.
Ah, yes, that's what we want to hear.
Yeah,
I want to see a
gotta
lid
love
skid. Can you suss out one of them?
Can I use this in it? Because I reckon this will be a very good ramp. I reckon I could launch someone over the catch fencing.
You could park it the wrong way down the straight and just let people use you as a ramp as well. How good would that be?
To be fair, I've done a race using that Nissan GTP and the stadium trucks, but the guys in the Nissan GTP were just being used to turn around and use as ramp in different parts of the circuit, stadium truck style, and it was brilliant fun.
How good. How good. Well, looks like lights now are out on that safety car. Robert will let you get back into race mode and see if you can throw anything at Baker and Cam Dance in the closing stages of this one.
You know me, I'm going to send it regardless.
Yeah, too right. Awesome. Well, cheers for coming in for a chat, mate, updating us on what is going on, and yeah, good luck for the rest of the race.
Cheers, man.
Awesome. Cheers. Yeah, thoughts from Robert Northway Currently sits
How
P3,
good, eh?
and you heard it, the fuel strategy game. This, you've got to say, possibly is going to play out in Northway's favour.
I'm all about seeing someone go out there and just send it because they can, you know,
Yeah,
like just
too right. Too
up
right.
the guts.
Yeah, he's going to throw everything at this in the closing stages. And well, I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
the
good.
old the random competition portion certainly has added a bit
Random
of spice to
the
this
race.
race.
How good, eh?
Certainly
Spice
get
it up
behind
a little bit. Yeah, well, it's going to give us a decent finish, then we'll get amongst it.
Looks like we're going to have, looks like a single file restart. Cam Dance in control of this restart. Just get myself a refreshment.
Potential's there.
Here we go. What's it like down your way, Kempy? Is it warm? It's bloody, it's pretty warm up in the Waikato.
It's nice and sunny. I can't see any clouds out the window, and a slight bit of a nip in the air. Maybe the Asians have launched a rocket to space or something, but other than that, we're on the money.
Yeah, she's a bloody toasty one in the Waikato today. Plenty of mugginess around.
Well, that's just in North Island in general, isn't it?
Oh,
All that hot air floating around up there.
It's bloody terrible. Absolutely terrible. Cam Dance. A bit of warmth into those tyres. Trying to anyway.
It's worth a go, ain't it? Just send it.
Yep, too right. So just nearly everyone back on the lead lap here. Woodworth and Hawkins 2 laps down apiece. The rear of the field. Great to have Shane Hawkins in supporting this meeting. There's Dance.
Yes. A name we haven't seen for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, very long time. See the safety car head down pit lane, and we're about to go back racing here in the Kiwi Sim Racing 20th year anniversary event. Dance. It's made a good restart here. Northway, one to keep an eye on. He is going to be applying the pressure to the back of Baker. Can he get a pass done? Baker's probably not used to being in this position. Northway sits in the draft. Is he going to throw it up the inside? He's happy just to sit there for now. Was quickest last time by. Well, that didn't even matter. They're under safety car, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Looking at those lap times, yeah, definitely 3 minutes 17. That's how long it took for a lap around here under the safety car. 4:20 race time. Get it into you, folks. Cam Dance leading from Baker. Baker mirrors full of the 46 at the moment. Northway on full attack mode, looking for a way past. Oh, big slide from Baker on the exit of the corner.
Look at that.
That was a huge slide for Baker. Manages to hold on to it. Maybe, just maybe that is the quick way around here. Meantime, Dance, he's been able to get away. Stretched it out to just under a second as these two battle it out for second and third. Dylan Jordan under attack from his brother James Jordan in the background as well. So closing stages and race starting to come to life here at Watkins Glen. It's going to be a pass here, surely. Oh, and there's a pass from Northway.
Hit that.
Fires it up the inside. Can he get it done? Baker stays strong, but Northway. Oh, Baker's fighting back. This is great racing. We've waited all race for it to unfold, and we're getting it now. Northway, he's going to get the job done. Is he?
Good, eh?
Yeah! Almost contact. Northway, a big slide. And Baker holds on to P2 for now.
This is epic.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And now Northway under pressure from James Jordan. Ewan Baker, he will be happy about that. The bit of breathing room in behind now. Can he set his sights on Cam Dance? But Cam Dance at the moment is a man on a mission. 132.5 last time by. 133.1 for Baker. We're down into 131s just like that. 131.6 for Cam Dance. 132.2 for Baker. And a 133.0 for Northway. Dance just able to edge out a little bit more. You can see this battle here though. James Jordan looking for a way past Northway. See the gap to Baker up in front. We have 14 to go here at Watkins Glen. Oh, Northway's around. James Jordan's around. Oh, no.
Oh, no deal.
No,
Cut it out.
No. Northway was on a massive charge.
Cut it out, son.
Falls back through the field. See if we can get a replay for that. What has gone wrong? Get it up on your screen. Robert Northway. He's put himself into a great position. And it's come unstuck for him here. Just a big slide on the entry. Yeah, oh, that was close to a lid skid. Paul McKenzie down pit lane. Interesting. There you go. So just a slide from Northway causing that. Jordan, really nowhere to go.
Not at all.
Robert Northway, he will be gutted about that. I guess a warning to anyone else out there watching, thinking about coming into the comms box while we're commentating. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
You definitely get the commentator's curse. I tell you what, Aidan Kirk.
You're a dog, eh? Bringing him in here like that.
It was your idea. I'm going to blame you, Kempy. Aidan
No,
Kirk.
it's not my fault. You dragged him in here.
Yeah, well, yeah, fair call.
How good.
Aidan Kirk has got himself into this race out of nowhere, now sits P3. It's other people's misfortune, I'd say, but tell you what, second in the standings for that full contact league as well. So Aidan Kirk into a bit of form. Oh, big slide there. That's going to open the door for Dylan Jordan. Dylan Jordan. It's up the inside, and these cars moving around a fair bit out there.
They're doing something.
Tell you what, that lead now just under a second. So Baker, he has not given up on this one and is in full attack mode at the moment. Half a second quicker on the last time by for Baker over Dance. Yeah, man, you have to feel for Northway. He had done a brilliant job as far as strategy went, got himself into the race, and
It's got to be gutted, eh? Surely.
just made a little mistake, and well, James Jordan involved in that as well.
It's unacceptable.
The rest is history. That gap out front now getting a lot smaller and smaller. It's about half a second now as Jordan tries to make a way past Kirk. He's got the inside line for the next corner. Can he get it done? Plenty of two wide racing going on out there at the moment. This is a great little battle between Kirk and Jordan at the moment. And Ben Doherty, you've got to be kidding me, out of nowhere as well now. Up inside the top five.
What a weapon.
That's, oh! Thought Jordan was about to lose it there. McKenzie down pit lane, a long stop along with Turnbull. Oh, Kirk's around!
He spun it up.
And there's contact between him and Doherty. Man, maybe we just sit in silence for the rest of the race.
Well, it's probably safest option.
Sheesh.
Yeah, good.
We're right on board here with this man Baker as he tries to track down race leader Cam Dance. Just half a second in it at the moment. Laps well and truly not Baker's friend at the moment, just 11 to go. But
No good.
Plenty of pace from these guys at the moment. 1:31.897 last time for Dance, 1:31.663 for Baker. And man, this fuel stint is going to be huge for these guys.
Yeah, it's going to be a big ask, ain't it?
By the time they get home, they've done 25 laps. Dylan Jordan's done 31. Simon
Far
Burr and
out.
Claridge, 43.
Shit, that's an effort.
43 laps on a tank of fuel.
Definitely an effort.
James Jordan's done 42. A couple of early stops from those guys. No doubt about it. That battle is going on now. Ben Doherty and Partridge. It's B-Party has made his way into the top 5 now. A couple of mistakes from a couple of drivers and the race is wide open again. Approaching 4:30 race time. What's for dinner tonight, Kemby?
Oh, no idea, to be honest. Just, I've got to make it that far first, so
Gotta make
worry about it then, I guess.
Got to make it for dinner, you reckon?
Got to make it to dinner, anything could happen, you know?
Plenty of time left in the day.
Yeah.
You never know what could happen, he reckons.
No.
Oh boy.
Stone the Flaming Crows.
These guys throwing everything at each other at the moment. That gap out front remains about the same. And their lap times pretty much identical last time by the Dance and Baker. Oh, turns it round. That was Heath Mannering. Keeps it out of the wall though. Done a good job. We'll carry on. So pointing the right direction again. But pretty much now, the only battle out there is for the lead. Kempy.
Oh, yeah?
Between Baker and Dance. These drone shots any good? Oh yeah, look at that. Not bad.
Not at all.
That is, oh, a bit of foliage for you. Can't see much racing there. Look at this. Is this the pass for the lead about to unfold out there? Baker goes the long way around. And as easy as that, into the race lead. Just like that.
Look at that, eh?
And those lap times starting to drop big time. 1:31.229 for Baker last time by. So Cam Dance, well, he enjoyed it out front for a while, but Baker found himself back in a familiar position, and look at those stops at the moment. Northway back down pit lane. So has he come unstuck again out there? Possibly, looks like he has. Well, he was in such a good position. Came into the comms box, got the commentator's curse, and well, now down in P13, back down pit lane. And Baker almost out to a second, just like that. How do you stop
Unbelievable,
it, man?
ain't
How do
it?
you stop it?
You take him out, that's how you stop him.
You take him out. I think, to be fair, the only times we have seen him beaten seems to be he's been amongst the action. Check out the sparks just absolutely flying from these cars.
Madness.
Just racing that night, that'd be spectacular. Don't worry if they got no headlights. I just
No, exactly.
just want to see the sparks. Oh, get amongst it. Get amongst it.
Yep.
Oh,
Ain't that the truth?
closing stages. We're running out of things to talk about. But it is Ewan Baker leading from Cam Dance. Dylan Jordan has found himself in third spot. Kirk back in fourth. Under a bit of pressure now from B Party. Brendan Partridge. The sole fast lane entrant today.
That's it, B Party.
Yeah. Flying the flag inside the top 5 on this 20th anniversary event. Not many communities can say they've been around this long. Kiwi Sim Racing
Not at all.
clearly doing something right to survive this long.
Wow, hey. I can think of a few reasons why.
A few reasons, just a few.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go into that though. Could upset some people. If you know, you know.
That's not like you to be concerned about that, Kempy, but
Well, that is a valid point. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's the limited availability of the Star Wars characters in the community, you know, so...
oh boy. Boy, oh boy, Ewan Baker.
No, Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, I know here too about half a second lead over Cam Dance. Well, Cam Dance is starting to fight his way back into this little battle here. Tell you what, they could spice it up and have absolutely nothing between them at the end of this one. I would support that.
That'd be a win, ain't it?
Fire it up to get these guys home. Baker over Dance. It's been a familiar sight, not only today but throughout a lot of the Kiwi Sim Racing events throughout the year. Baker setting the standard. Cam Dance chasing hard. Not sure if he's going to have anything for him. He is quicker last time by. Like one retirement from the race now, Kempy, possibly 2. David Turnbull and Paul McKenzie leave out of the race.
No deal.
So Shane Hawkins now finds himself in P15. Just 6 laps to go. Doherty and Webster now. So I'm going to say Ben Doherty's got a bit of damage on that car after that coming together with Hayden Kirk. It's Webster. Gets past Doherty. Moves himself up to P6. As Doherty fights back. You think when they've got the pass done, you're well and truly wrong, because somehow they can fire it in around the outside. Put the pressure on. Cam Dance. Oh, big. Oh, Doherty. How did he save that? That was a huge moment.
That was impressive.
Yeah, that was... I don't know how he caught
good.
that. Great job from Doherty to save that one.
How good, eh?
Down to half a second now out front. Cam Dance. Put the pressure on. Almost down into the 130s again. You can see the margin now. 5 to go here at Watkins Glen. For Ewan Baker out front. Just 0.3 in it now. That margin is getting cut down. Sits in the draft. Pulls the pin. Is he going to get the pass done here? Looks like it. Dance. Baker fighting back. Sparks flying everywhere.
Look at that.
Battle for the
Yeah,
lead.
good.
Dance just moves in front, but like that, Baker fighting back. Dance will have the run.
This is epic.
Oh, slide from Cam Dance. That's going to cost him a bit, but Baker done much the same. Cam Dance moves back into the race lead. For how long?
This is great.
For how long? We asked for a battle down to the line. Are we going to get it right here between these two? Cameron Dance
I think we are.
and Ewan Baker throwing everything at each other. 5 to go in this 59 lap race. And these two have been your pace setters. We got a competition caution 3/4 of the way through the race, which closed everything up, but these two, they've managed to clear out again. Dylan Jordan a further 7.8 seconds back from these two. And Hayden Kirk a long way back from there. Doherty is going to fall into the clutches of James Jordan.
That's crazy talk.
The contact has possibly hurt that car. Check out this draft. Baker, he's going to pop out. It's all going to be about time. Oh, has Baker made a mistake? What happened there?
Has he koozled it?
It looked like they were side by side, and then all of a sudden they may have thought, no, do not want to take that on.
No good, you reckon?
He was almost a second slower last time by. And again, Baker just pushing it. Big slide off the exit of the corner. And all the time the cars are moving around, it doesn't seem to be hurting the tyres at all.
Well, that is true.
Cameron Dance, he just needs to keep it nice and straight, but saying that, a big slide from him. And man, these guys at this point may as well get into a sprint car and start running the whole race sideways.
Just send it, you mad dogs.
Yeah. Oh, Doherty's fallen back now to P9. Now Heath Mannering will try and track him down. But these guys, the lap times there is absolutely nothing in it. Cam Dance just edges out to over half a second lead. Wait for this draft to come into effect. Close the margin. Again, there it is there. You reckon Baker, he's just going to be patient here, get himself into a position to maybe have a bit of a challenge on the last lap.
Well, potential's there.
Leave no opportunity for Dance to get the lead back.
No.
We saw these guys in the Hyper Fiber League earlier in the year. The battle's continuing today. Dylan Jordan, meantime, looks pretty comfortable in third spot, all bar a catastrophe.
You reckon?
No doubt I've just jinxed him, so we'll see.
You've koozled it, you mad dog.
So MotoGP, Kempy, is that all sealed up or what?
It will be after the race in the morning.
Yeah, but like as far as the championship goes, is it still a close battle, or is it pretty
19
much?
points.
Oh,
19 points in it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an absolute screamer of a race, and I'm fizzing for it.
Here we go. Look at this, Baker. Quickest lap. 2 to go.
Yeah, good, eh?
1:30.778, the fastest lap of the race. Here we go. Baker firing it up the inside. Damn, that car just looks a little bit unstable on entry to corners. Dance edges out in front again. We're going to get the white flag next time by. For the 20th anniversary Kiwi Sim Racing event. Cam Dance leading the way from Ewan Baker, but there is nothing in it between the two. Dylan Jordan, I was going to say I thought I just saw a pass on that ladder. As B Party made a mistake. Him and Webster fighting it out at the moment. They're arguing for 5th and 6th. This margin just extending a bit for Cam Dance here. You see the white flag out this time. Shorter lap times, 1:31.001 for Dancer, 1:31.227 for Baker. Last time around Watkins Glen. Has Baker got anything for him? Cameron Dance. 1 lap to negotiate. We'll be keeping an eye on those mirrors. Here we go, the draft now for Baker. Can he get close enough? Throw a shot up the inside, possibly. Nothing in it. But Dance, I think he's going to get it done. I think he's going to have too much for Baker. Cameron Dance, couple of corners to go.
I think he's got it done.
I feel he's just got that gap just a bit too much for Baker. I don't think he's going to track him down. We'll see here in the draft again. Cameron Dance under brakes. Nice and clean through the corner. Baker, full attack mode. Car had a big wiggle out of the corner. Cameron
I think Cameron's got it done.
Almost out to a second. He's managed to extend the lead. Couple of corners to go here at Watkins Glen for Cam Dance. And Cam Dance is going to take out the Kiwi Sim Racing 20th anniversary event. What a drive. Checkered flag falls. Ewan Baker comes home P2. The Cam Dance, he will be a happy chappy. We pick up Dylan Jordan as he crosses the line. Brings it home, and Dylan Jordan, quickest lap of the race on the final lap, a 1:30.754. Wow. Wow. I did not expect that.
No, I didn't either.
Cam Dance, he has turned up today, got the job done. So we watch Hayden Kirk here. Brings it home. P4. Webster and B Party going at it. Not quite sure if these guys have finished yet. I don't think they have. Oh, they must have, yeah. Hayden Kirk wouldn't just throw positions away. Yeah, they have. So, Kempy. That is done and dusted.
Interesting. Yeah, not the result I expected at the start of the race, but yeah, I guess like we figured, anything can happen over the course of the race.
Yeah, anything can, and well, it turns out anything will happen.
Yep.
And Cam Dance. There we go. Put the TH in there, mate. That helps. Cam Dance got it done 3/4 of a second over Baker. Dylan Jordan rounds out your podium in P3. You see the rest of your top 10 finishes there. Simon Verlin Claridge home in P8. Great job from him. Doherty eventually limped that car home in 9th for Pete Mannering. Rounding out your top 10, Craig Brock home in 11th. Martin Moore 12th. It sounds like Cam Dance is absolutely sending those rear tyres, celebrating on the start-finish line. Here at Watkins Glen, a great drive from Dance to take out this 20th anniversary event. Let's just stand by, see if we can get some interviews. It's like Ewan Baker is waiting in the chat line as Cameron Dance's motor expires from all those burnouts. Dylan Jordan in the wings will grab Mr. Jordan in here. Have a chat to our first podium finisher tonight, Dylan Jordan, or this afternoon, home third place, mate. Bit of a tough race, that one. Competition caution late in the piece, throwing it wide open, and in the end getting yourself home in third position.
Yeah, I think I was probably the 6th fastest car, so third place is not a bad outcome in the end of it.
Yeah, too right. Too right.
That caution made it interesting. I don't know if you guys saw, I pitted way earlier than everyone else, just banking on the early yellow, but it never came. So once we loaded these things up with fuel, you're about 3 or 4 seconds a lap off the pace.
Yeah, and to still get yourself up into a position to fight at the end, I guess, and come home third, it's a great job.
Yeah, stoked with it in the end, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, especially on a big occasion like this too, 20 years strong at KSR, and etching your name on the podium. Yeah, got to be happy, very happy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good achievement for the community. Like, I've only been involved with KSR for coming up 2.5 years now, I think, and even in those 2.5 years, it's been great fun. Heaps of work put in behind the scenes by the guys. So to know what's gone on 20 years is pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're saying it throughout the broadcast. It's obviously for a reason, and yeah, week in, week out, KSR doing a great job with their series, and yeah, mate, today third place. While you're in here, anyone you wanted to thank?
Yeah, just all the guys at KSR. Like, I know Matt hasn't been along today. He's got his own reasons for that, but yeah, just thanks to Matt and to Ben, who was running tonight, and all the guys that came before them. Like, I know there's been plenty of people involved behind the scenes, so yeah, thanks to everyone there.
Yeah, too right. Awesome. Well, cheers for coming in for a chat with us, Dylan, and congrats on that third place finish.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers. Oh, there you go. Well, grabbing this man here today, put himself in a strong position to challenge for that lead, and almost got it done in the closing stages. Ewan, mate, second place today in the 20th anniversary race, mate. She was a tough one out there.
Oh, yeah, gave it a good crack, but yeah, my God, Cam Danson, a single-seater. I mean, if you can beat him, hats off to you. It's just completely outclassed me today, and yeah, second in the end, not too bad, so can't complain too much, and hopefully put on a good show for the 20th anniversary race.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was a great battle in the closing stages, a lot of side-by-side racing. These cars, when you got side-by-side, they seem to be able to hang in there for the battle, so it was great to see, and yeah, certainly the competition caution, that certainly spiced the race up big time.
Absolutely, I think everyone was praying it was going to hit a bit earlier, but yeah, luck of the draw, and it ended up being quite late on, giving us a bit of a sprint, so yeah, it was a good addition, that, I think, and it really sort of help spice things up and help bring lap traffic back in with the wave around. So all in all, good idea.
Yeah, too right. We were sort of, I certainly didn't expect it, but when it came, provided that great finish that we saw. But, mate, second today, still a great achievement, Ewan, and, mate, we'll see what you can do on Monday night. You'll be back for another round of late models, yeah?
Yeah, give it another crack. See if I can actually keep some tires on it this time. That would be nice. Just classic me driving a car. I can wring its neck for one lap and stick it on pole, but ask me to drive an oval for 50, 100 laps. I'll just burn the tires off the arse of it. So I'll see if I can learn, see if I can get better. So it'll be fun either way.
Yeah, too right. But for now, mate, second place today. Big congrats on that. Anyone you wanted to thank while you're in here?
I think it's only appropriate. I thank Kiwi Sim Racing. 20 years these guys have been around, and I've only been here for probably about 3 years now. But to be a part of such a quite distinguished and very accessible and encompassing community is quite an honour, really. So yeah, I'm glad these were the guys that I've made my bed with, and yeah, hopefully look forward to many years going forward. So of course, shout out Kiwi Sim Racing sponsors, Inspire Net and Speed Nation, and quick shout out to Scott Technology as well while I'm here.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Ewan, mate, second place today. Congrats on that, and cheers for coming in for a chat with us, mate. And we look forward to seeing the action tomorrow night.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Should be good.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers. Yeah, thoughts from our second place finisher today. Oh, I'm dragging Kempy around and throwing him everywhere. We'll get our race winner in here, Cam Dance. Cam, mate, came down to a bit of a battle at the end with Ewan Baker. Well, to be fair, almost the whole race, Ewan going at it, but came out on top. And Ewan said, mate, you are a very hard man to beat in the open wheelers. And Well, here we are taking out the honours in the 20th anniversary event.
Yeah, hectic race, man. Like, honestly, hand on heart, that was probably the most fun I've ever had driving an open wheeler. In fact, any race car on iRacing, to be honest. Like, I haven't driven this car since its update, and man, that is just like wicked fun driving that thing. So yeah, no, props to Ewan for the awesome racing and the boys for the awesome event as well. Like, that was just so much fun and just so epic and intense the whole way through.
Yeah, they certainly looked like the cars were moving around a fair bit, and a few drivers caught out and sent it into the fence. But you guys, man, I thought a couple of times where it looked like you were right on the edge of things, you guys managed to keep them pointing in the right direction, and yeah, certainly an entertaining finish to the race, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of throttle control that was needed in some corners, especially coming out of the boot. That one was probably the worst of them all, especially if you wheel spun a little bit out of the previous corner. So it was a little bit of a challenge, but also at the same time, I think there was enough grip to the point where, like, if you were pushing enough to keep the grip in the car, well, the downforce in the car, you could pretty much just send it for most corners. So it was interesting to see that there was very minimal tyre drop off as well, with the way that just the fuel was burning off as quick as the tyres were wearing. So it was really, really interesting and just made it really, really fun to be able to push in. Not quite qualifying spec, but close enough the whole way through.
Yeah, so no one took tyres, through that race, is that right?
I'm not 100% sure. I think everybody did,
Oh,
but I'm not
okay.
100% sure. The cold tyres were definitely very, very tricky, though. It was very much a matter of how much grip did you actually have and how hard were you willing to push it. But yeah, the tyres swapped well within the time of
fueling.
what we got fueling. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we didn't. Yeah, we thought it was just straight fuel because we couldn't see any cars actually going up on jacks or anything. So while you were down pit lane, but that just might have been a me problem, I don't know. But either way, mate, a top job today, taking out the 20th anniversary event, certainly one to remember, and you know, Kiwi Sim Racing again, year in, year out, providing the goods. But while you're in here, Cam, anyone you wanted to thank?
Yeah, just obviously shout out to all the KSR boys for the awesome event as always. They run an awesome series, awesome events, doesn't matter what it is, it's always going to be a good show, so cheers to them. Obviously all the boys for the awesome racing, especially Ewan, that was epic at the end. And yeah, just shout out to everybody else for making an awesome event.
Yeah, awesome. Well, cheers for coming in for a chat with us, Cam, and again, congrats on taking out the event.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Awesome, cheers. Looks like we got one more person waiting in the wings, and that is going to be Ben Doherty. Ben, mate, how was that?
Yeah, it was good fun. It was, I think the racing was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a whole bunch of murder and people just killing each other, but it was actually all right. To be honest, maybe I got after last bloody Tuesday, I got no faith. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we were entertained towards the closing stages of that race. Caught out a little bit by that competition yellow, but that certainly brought the race back together, and I think that provided the goods. It was a great call to have that.
Yeah, it was. I was trying to figure out how to way to do it, and then I downloaded an app today. Basically, you can set it to send you a random alert between time X and time Y. And it would be really nice if it came out nice early. So it means it was saved by us after spinning nice early. But yeah, it actually worked out all right. Then gave the people the wave around and gave us a good race at the end. Looks as I have to go back and watch it, of course, but looks as though you and Cam had a bloody superb battle at the front and through the mid pack with the plebs like me. It was pretty bloody exciting as well, to be honest. It was really good.
Yeah, there were certainly some good battles throughout the field, and yeah, that battle towards the end of the race for the win was certainly one that you got to go back and see. That's for sure. But mate, what an event, hey! 20 years strong, Kiwi Sim Racing, and yeah, Sunday afternoon racing. How good.
Yeah, it was actually, I think more people than I thought showed up, which was really cool to see. And yeah, just harkens back to 20 years of sim racing. We had some people that have been around here since the bad old days of NASCAR racing 2003 that were racing today. So it's awesome to see. And obviously there's been a few people around for longer than others. I think Murphy's Law, so Robert Northway and David Turnbull and Simon Berling Claridge have been around a long time. But I think they were all there before me and Matthew showed up on the scene. So I've been there 15 years plus now. So it's awesome to see them on track. Would have been cool to see a couple of others as well. I think back people back to a place called Growler and Inspector from way back in the KSR days.
I know those days, those names.
Yeah. Yeah, would have been awesome to see, but hey, really good to see good people on track. We'll get out some awards later on tonight, courtesy of our friends at Speed Nation. And obviously, shout out to Inspire as well, being on the cars for 20 years of sponsorship. So, yeah, it was awesome to see that today.
Yeah, certainly was, and yeah, well, great event, and yeah, what a way to cap 20 years of racing.
Absolutely. So thanks again, guys, for broadcasting. A little bit different than a Sunday afternoon race, but leads it nicely to a bit of chaos tonight, right?
Yeah, too right. We gave that a few plugs, and certainly will be one to tune in for. We get behind of the old lid skids in the comms box. Yeah, too right. But mate, cheers for coming in for a chat, and I'm pretty sure you done a lot of the organising for this one. So yeah, big shout out to you guys for organising the event.
Yeah, thanks so mate, and thanks for I think we had 17 drivers on track today, so thanks for everyone for showing up, and thanks to everyone else for tuning in. It was really good.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers, Ben.
Thanks, boys.
All right, Kempy, that about rounds it up for us here on the Sunday afternoon from Watkins Glen. 59 laps of the Glen and Cam Dance coming out on top in the 20th anniversary event. Certainly one he will remember for a while, no doubt about it. Etches himself in the history books here at Kiwi Sim Racing. But for us, Kempy, we turn our attention now to a bit of full contact mini stock racing tonight. And yeah, I am looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it should be good. I'll make an appearance, and hopefully I'll try and make the feature this week instead of standing on my dick and trying to go around a car and then just deciding to drive straight through them instead. But
Yeah,
hey, these things happen on the big job, so yeah.
Right.
If it goes pear-shaped, I'll give you a lid skid and something to cheer about in the comms box.
Yeah, too right. Of course, that all gets underway around 20 past 8 tonight. Make sure you tune in for that one. Full Contact Mini Stock Series live from I-55 Speedway, and in the house calling the action Stu Russell tonight. So should be a hell of a stream. Make sure you tune in for that one. Until then, cheers everyone for tuning in this afternoon, and we will see you all in about 4.5 hours for some full contact racing. 3.5. Till then, cheers Kempy, and we will see you later the next time.